It's day 6. Welcome. I'm happy that I've got another Earth ability. And an ice cream man. I mean, it's midday. The ice cream man's out. I've got a fan on. It is red hot. I have a few gripes with Trample. As you would expect, it's not as bad as Boulder. I'm going to put that out there. Boulder's terrible, and I think it needs to be redesigned. Trample, it's more of a sort of thing than anything. Firstly, the name doesn't make any sense. If I'm knocking things back, I'm not trampling them. That's not how trample fucking works, okay? But the thing that is the most obnoxious about it is, even though it's nice to be able to do that sort of forward slam into their face, it is knocking them back. Now, as you go through this video and you watch me using Trample, you'll notice one major issue with Trample. It knocks them forward away from the damage. Ah. The Trample, the thing that doesn't do trample, knocks them away from the damage. What? I've been using this now for a few dungeons, and I don't understand why it's called Trample. Could someone help me out on that? Could someone educate me to why it's called Trample when it doesn't trample? It knocks them back. Trample, to me, means knock to the ground. Right? They fall to the ground and they get trampled into the ground. To me, trample should be a stun, not a knockback. Why is it knocking things back? I'm not here to complain. I'm actually enjoying this. I'm enjoying the trample spam, but at the same time, logic. The only thing that I could say is that the only reason why it's not an issue that the trample does damage behind you is because, again, I think that the move was not created for spam. You're not supposed to be spamming it. Like, I'm only spamming it because of Nature's Fury. It wasn't designed to be used with Nature's Fury, right? Where what they're actually expecting you to do is to trample through enemies, and the damage follows you through, right? So, I guess you could say that I'm using the ability incorrectly, that I shouldn't be spamming it. Fair point. But it still doesn't change the fact that it's called Trample and it knocks them back. Okay? It doesn't knock them to the ground, it doesn't apply a stun, and it knocks them away from the damage. It goes against its name. Apart from that, I mean, it's fine. I do honestly, genuinely think that Druid needs another movement skill outside of Trample. A werewolf version, where the werewolf dives forward, does a spin attack, and applies like a poison damage thing instead of it applying a knockback or a stun. Again, that's probably just me, though. Let me know, like, what you think about that. Do you think that, like the Druid feels a little bit lackluster with its moveset? In terms of, like, Nature's Fury. I haven't tested other builds yet. I will actually be testing another build within the next day or two. I'm going to be making a companion build. A pure companion. I'm going to be doing next to no damage myself. I'm going to be attacking from a distance. I need to clean my throat out. The hell? I'm not used to talking. Sorry about the coughing. But, yeah, I'm going to be doing a companion build soon enough, where my companions will do all the damage, and I'm just there as a pretty face. And we're going to use that as a comparator, because at the moment I'm spamming abilities, and I don't want to do that. I want to play as a passive character, and I'm kind of curious if I can do that with pure companion. The reason why I'm not doing it yet is because obviously I need a new character for that, and I can't pull out back to the map to show you what I mean, but you get the reward page where you have to unlock all the Paragon points and the skill points, you know what I mean. I want to do all of that first, so that I don't have to do any of that for the second character. That's the only reason. I don't want to have to go out of my way to get all the renown, to unlock all the different things. I just want to, you know, play the character as the character without needing to do all the side stuff. So I'm going to do that first on this, and then I'll make the companion character after that. It should take a day or two. What is with my throat? It feels like it's completely jammed up. The spam feels good though, of Trample. It's just a shame that the damage itself isn't doing anything, because it's knocking all the enemies away from the damage. I don't understand the logic in that. I don't understand why you would design it where the trample damage applies behind you and you're knocking them forward. Like, to me that doesn't make much sense at all. You know what I mean? That's probably me. I'm getting really unlucky with the reductions though. Where the hell is this last guy? It's doing that thing again, where like Boulder, I need to establish this, it's pushing enemies in front and to the side, splitting up the pack, making it so that Tornado can't find the targets properly, and Cyclone Armor's just not hitting anything when it activates, and fucking Hurricane's not doing any form of damage because enemies aren't around me anymore. Where my damage feels like it's gone down because of Trample, which is the reason why I stopped using Boulder. It's not as bad though. I'll say that much. The knockback on Trample isn't as bad as Boulder. But it still begs the question, why is knockback on everything with Druid? It goes completely against or anything that like you try to do with this game. Pretty good damage, though. Where? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, that's pretty good damage. I just wish it didn't do knockback. I just wish it did knock down. Enemies who are knocked down take additional damage. Trample knocks you to the ground, and yet it doesn't do what it does. But either way, the spam ability is now there, potentially better because of Trample. I would have liked it if it didn't do the knockback, but you know, we can't get everything that we want in life. It still feels good, and I do now have a movement skill. So I can't be like completely against it, but at the same time, logic dictates reason, and it's reasonable to assume that something called Trample wouldn't do a knockback. But either way, thank you for watching. It's day 6. I'm probably just going to try and blast through content just so I can make that companion character as a sort of side project, but at the moment I'm enjoying this. Thank you for watching. We have a more or less complete build now. It's just all about farming content, making the damage numbers better, getting those Paragon points. But yeah, I am eager to try out a companion build as well. Trample.